Pope. I am now in Ubud in central Bali and just woke up and having a nice breakfast in the jungle. Really cool spot. I have been traveling in Asia for about 3.5 weeks now. I competed in weightlifting at the University World Games in Taiwan. So I was in Taiwan for about 10 days, then spent a week traveling basically all around Thailand, and now have been in Bali for the last 4 days. We have been staying in South Bali for the first part of the trip, and now we're up in Central Bali, staying really close to the monkey forest. I'm excited to go check out the monkeys today. We stayed at an Airbnb last night. Everything in Bali is very reasonably priced. It's like super cheap once you get here. Food is really inexpensive. Transportation is pretty cheap, and you can find places to stay for about half the cost that you would find in the United States. Paid $53 for this place. It's in the jungle and it's just beautiful. There were some other places on Airbnb like $20, some of them even like $14. Might not be as nice, but still probably just as good as maybe a 2 or 3 star hotel in America. It's kind of expensive to get across the other side of the world, obviously, but once you get here, you can do it on a budget for sure and not spend a lot of money while you're here, which has been really great because then we've been able to kind of relax and enjoy the trip and not stress about finances too much while we're here. Spending the day in Ubud and then heading over to Canggu, hoping to get a workout in at CrossFit Wanderlust. Probably the most well-known CrossFit gym in Bali. Right now, excited to go find some monkeys. Monkeys everywhere! Oh my goodness. Just a little one.
You want picture with monkey? Okay. Monkey here. I can help you.
Okay.
Mẹ ajak panak menek sing kan? Yeah. You stole it. Yeah. Monkey jumping for me with banana.
Oh,
Yeah. Hand on now. Photo. Hand on. Camera. You want you Chang. Chang, you know? Yes.
What just happened? That was so cool to see the monkeys react to the bananas and crawl all over me like that. Checking out some temples now in the monkey forest. This is awesome.
This is a good monkey.
A sweet potato. So cool. What an amazing experience to be surrounded by monkeys like that in like their natural habitat. The website said there's 600. It seems like there's more than that. They're literally just everywhere, and I didn't really expect them to like crawl all over you. They're kind of aggressive when you have the bananas. It's a little bit scary because there's so many of them and you don't really know what they're gonna do, and you can tell how smart they are. Gonna go check out some shops now on the streets, then heading to Canggu. This is my kind of monkey. You're not supposed to eat cookies. I think there is a decent amount of censorship here. In all the restaurants, they're playing like cover albums. So I don't think they can play that music here, like the licensing doesn't work. It's pretty interesting. So we've still heard Despacito 700,000 times just by different artists. gorgeous view at the last place. I am not going to want to leave tomorrow night. I bought some bracelets down at the beach earlier from a girl walking around with a bunch of them that she made. Little souvenir. I've been buying things today because I won't have to lug it around anymore going home tomorrow. It won't make my pack too much heavier. It's just gonna carry it that one more time. About to head down to the beach. Gonna catch the sunset in Canggu, just one night. This is my final night in Bali and gotta make it count. Just got down to the beach club to do some work. Definitely not a bad view for the office space this morning. About to head down to the beach and get some raisin. Last day in Bali. I cannot believe this trip is coming to an end. I love watching the surfers here in Canggu. They're so good. I've never tried surfing. I don't know if I would be any good at it or not. Probably not. Water sports are not really my thing. It looks fun though. I'm really gonna miss the Bali dog. It's a good one. Kind of interesting, the only American brands I have recognized since I've been in Asia in any of these countries is McDonald's, Coke, Oreo, and Pringle. Kind of a random selection. Wanderlust to get a workout in. I've been training maybe every 2 or 3 days while I'm here, but have been very active the whole time. Much more active than I am in my daily life when I'm training full time. So I've probably burned about the same calories as I would when I was lifting. There's been like tons of walking and just like trekking everywhere and carrying my pack half the time. I've been gone for almost a month total, like 3.5 weeks. And haven't tracked my macros one time the entire trip since I left for cutting weight and thereafter. I've only weighed myself one time since the meet and I was only up like 1.5 pounds, so nothing major. I've been just kind of keeping tabs of what I'm eating in my head and making sure I'm not overeating but still eating whatever I want and giving myself a little room to be human on vacation. Eating mindfully while on vacation or just traveling in general when you can't 100% track your macros is a difficult thing to do, but it's a skill that can be mastered with practice. By the time this video is uploaded, I will be back in the States and accepting new clients. So if that's something you really need to work on, or you're looking for some coaching to help you one day be able to reach that point to where going on vacation or traveling doesn't totally derail you from your goals, shoot me an email. There's info on my coaching for flexible dieting in the description. Once you've had a lot of practice with macro counting and flexible dieting, or just learning like what the content of the food that you like to eat is, it becomes a lot easier when you're traveling and out of your routine and not having to like manually input every single thing you eat at all times year round. I think that is a bit maybe unhealthy and monotonous. There should be times in your year where you're able to not be glued to your MyFitnessPal app 24/7 and be able to just listen to your body's needs and in your head know what you're eating and know what you should be eating and shouldn't. And like I said, that's a skill that takes practice just like anything else. When I get back, I'm going to get back to tracking my macros regularly, maybe rigidly 6 days a week, and take 1 day off because I'm not going to be cutting weight anytime soon and want to be a little more flexible with my diet, put the flexible in flexible dieting, and give myself some time to not be too structured in my life and have a bit more balance and a little more fun. I just want to focus on getting stronger for a while and having fun in the gym again. Speaking of which, heading to the gym now. My back has still been bugging me and kind of progressively getting worse, so I talked to Quinn, my PT, and we kind of came to the conclusion I probably sprained it either just before the meet or during the competition, because every day since then it's gotten tighter and more sore, and when I lift it gets much worse. It doesn't like loosen up with movement. So today I'm just going to be moving around. I'm staying away from anything heavy for a while until it feels better, and doing some rehab stuff he gave me. Just going to do like bodybuilding and whatever I can without loading my back too much so it doesn't lock back up again. So today is just moving around and staying in shape. This gym is huge, it's very cool. Kettlebells are deceivingly large. 8 kilos looks like 70 pounds on a normal kettlebell. For these GHDs was to roll one vertebrae at a time and do it without extending my back, which seems pretty impossible, and they're very difficult. I'm gonna be so sore. I can't believe it's time to head to the airport and all of this is coming to a close now. I'm pretty sad. I don't want to leave. I've had the most amazing time and just an incredible trip from start to finish. It's been very eye-opening and I've learned so much, both about myself and much other ways of doing things and other cultures, and just how things can be so different than the life that I live every day. I feel so like inspired and enlightened to have gotten to witness so many different customs and traditions, just seeing like the offerings every day here and visiting all of the temples in Thailand. Something I've really appreciated while I've been here is everyone's pride in their culture, which is something I don't know that as an American I really express to others when I meet them. And here in both, well really all three, Thailand, Taiwan, and Bali, I feel almost every person I met, I could feel that pride in their country, and that's something I want to work on in my own life when I meet foreigners that come over to the USA. Basically every single person I came into contact with while I was in Asia was very kind to me and tried hard to communicate with me and even get to know me, even if it was a 5-minute conversation. And I had a huge appreciation for that, and that really made the trip so special because I was able to connect with so many different individuals that I crossed paths with. Everywhere I stayed at, I didn't want to leave because I felt like I had already started making a connection and a friendship with those people. Overall, it was just literally the experience of a lifetime. And I really can't believe I've been here for nearly a month. I came with a backpack full of my lifting gear, some bikinis basically, and an open mind ready for an adventure, and that's exactly what it has been. And I've gotten much more out of it than I ever anticipated. I'm so grateful that I was able to do this, and I was able to work the whole time, which allowed me to do this. I don't know, I don't want to leave. I can picture myself living in one of these countries. I had such a great time, and I felt like my eclectic personality had a place here. I am excited to go home though, also. I really miss truffle, and I miss my other clothes. I've worn the same like 3 outfits over and over and over. Ready for a really good cup of coffee. That's one thing they don't have that great here is coffee. I'm ready to not be sunburned. And I could do without eating rice for about 2 weeks. So a tip for you guys, if you're coming over to Bali, 30 SPF, if you have fair skin like me, is not gonna cut it. I had to switch to 50 after I got burnt to a crisp on the fishing trip. I hope you guys loved coming along on this journey and enjoyed this video series while I was in Asia. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I will see you guys in the next video.